Seattle had a wild win over the Rams, 38-37, a thriller. And this will be a touchback to open up for the Panthers.
Good football is the dream of a lot of coaches,
I would say that's a recurring dream for many. The handoff to Darnold. Takes the lead, and he's brought down across the 45. That happened on the first play from scrimmage. Carolina has a first down. Swing pass. Darnold spilled out along the perimeter. It's a loss of 2. They have lost 4 straight to the Buccaneers prior to last week. And now they've got the lead in the NFC South. Young, his receiver fell down on the play, and it was McMillan.
But their top tight end is now out, apparently.
Tremble and Evans, the other 2. 3rd and 12. Pocket holds up. Young's going to run. He slides and well short. The veteran Sam Martin will kick it away. Signed as a free agent. Played with Detroit, Denver, and Buffalo. He does get that one off. Shaheed, dangerous. Fair catch called for. Brings it in cleanly at the 18-yard line.
It was a great game as a fan, I can tell you that.
It was. Fake the handoff. Darnold off the boot. Will throw. That ball was tipped and nearly picked off. J.C. Horn was there. Wadham got a piece for Carolina. 2nd down and 10 for Seattle. Darnold. Incomplete. It's a nickel package here for Carolina. It's a 3rd and long for Seattle. Darnold, he fires to the sideline, and it's hauled in for a first down. Smith-njigba matched up with the former Seahawk, Mike Jackson. Just be a ball player. You don't need an advanced degree. Handoff to Walker. He breaks away from the first tackle, but the second wave brings him down. 2nd down and 9. Darnold. Plenty of time initially. Now tries to spin out of trouble. He's circling, and he just desperately throws it away as he got out of the pocket.
Not many calls in the playbook for this one.
Motion man cup. They're just going to run it with Walker. Tries to redirect, and he will. Walker cuts it to the perimeter. And he's out of bounds, short of the original line of scrimmage. 1 Pro Bowler for Carolina. It was Horn. 6 for Seattle. Dixon the punt. There were 2 receivers back there. And a fair catch called for by Jimmy Horn Jr. Shotgun formation here for Young and the Panthers. Fake the handoff. Young out of the pocket on the move. Little flip. Makes the connection with Darnold. And he picks up 4 yards on the short pass.
Beating the Seahawks, we just focus on what's going on in the NFL.
Trying to inform people around the country. Handoff to Darnold, and he falls forward for a yard. With Hubbard now in the backfield. Swing it. Hubbard trying to break a tackle. Cannot. He gets spun down by Ernest Jones, who's been a tackling machine, not just this year. So the Panthers go 3 and out. Sam Martin will punt it for the 2nd time. They got some pressure again. Well, this time he gets all of it. Shaheed's going to have some room to work from the 17. The Pro Bowler slowed down and spun down at the 31. Seattle takes over at the 30-yard line with 8:27 to go here in the first. On a handoff for Walker. Bounces off a tackle and then veers out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 3rd in scoring at 29.5 points per game. Darnold. Oh, he gets blasted! Trayvon Merrick came firing out of a cannon.
Trayvon Merrick not fooled at all. He is just going to fly into the backfield here and come up and make a play on Sam Darnold. In talking to the coaches during the week, he works with the offensive line, the outside linebackers coach every Thursday during special teams periods on pass rushing, on sacking the quarterback. Can't quite make the tackle at the point. He has no problem there.
And another 3rd down and long. They're running it to Charbonnet, and he's got a first down and nearly busted one. Out to midfield. Zach Charbonnet with a 25-yard rip. As Smith Wade eventually got contact with him.
Cooper Kupp doesn't do a ton on this play, but he does just enough to spring this at the start, and then Charbonnet does the rest.
So a first down for Seattle at midfield. They stick with the ground game, and Charbonnet sticks the helmet down. Forward progress will get him 2 yards. Has been an added element in year number 3 for JSN. Darnold. The toss to the 40, catch made. Smith-njigba. Robbie Oots, fullback, is in there, and flags fly. They're pointing in the Carolina direction.
Encroachment, number 93, defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
They are in Carolina territory at the 35.5. Darnold. Pocket holds up, but it's knocked down. Sam Darnold is trying to get that one off cleanly. Seattle and Carolina, 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. And that one is sniffed out right away. Kenneth Walker III had nowhere to go. Christian Roseboom bringing the boom. It's a loss of... From the gun, Darnold. He fires. It's caught by Smith-njigba. Short of a first down, but gives them better field position. Stoll snaps it. Dixon holds it. The kick right down the middle. And Seattle scores first. Means home field advantage, of course, and a first-round bye, the only one that gets it in the new postseason format, relatively new. Hand off to Etienne, the return by Etienne, and he's chased out of bounds. 7 touchdowns. He is closing in on the Panthers' rookie receiving record. Well, that play didn't work. Bryce Young, it looked like he was trying to maybe set up a run on an option. It's a loss of 2 as Mike Morris is there defensively.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. They're both going to go this way, and there's clearly just some form of miscommunication because it doesn't look like Hubbard is
going against this Mike McDonald defense. This is a challenge for anybody, certainly a young quarterback. Hubbard was the #1 guy. Dowdle performed so well. Carolina's first play from scrimmage was successful. Since then, very little. Young fires it underneath, caught by Evans, and he's stonewalled.
the innovation, the creativity you see out of that division is just phenomenal.
So another punt here for Sam Martin. Shaheed waiting for it. Fair catch. Brings it in at the 16.
They said if we're going to the East Coast and playing at 1 o'clock, we're going to at least bring our own weather.
First down from the 16. There's a lane for Walker. Stays on his feet and knocks over a defender.
6-0 on the East Coast at 1 o'clock. You would think that's a challenge, but they've made it into a strength.
Darnold from the gun. He's on time to Shaheed. Charbonnet had the big run of 25 yards earlier in the quarter. Give it to him. Charbonnet keeps those legs moving. He's got a first down out near the 40. Picks up 5.
The balance of the Seahawks offense, 31 yards each for Walker and Charbonnet.
And Walker gets the call. He's brought down after the gain of 3 going up the gut. They come back with Charbonnet. They fake the toss. They go underneath, and smith-njigba has nowhere to go. Sniffed out by Mike Jackson for no gain on the play. Seattle has been the worst in the NFL in conversion rate. Darnold, step and throw, up in the air, incomplete. And Shaheen heading towards the locker room. Dixon with a punt, and this one will sail out of bounds. It'll just be a question of where they mark it. Where Carolina's going to open up, it's the 23-yard line for the Panthers. Fake the pitch, Young, that ball gets tipped, rolling around, and ruled incomplete.
Yards of offense in the second quarter here.
They'll go pistol formation. Only 1 first down. That happened on the first play from scrimmage. Young. Oh, he got crushed, and Young just sails it with a flag down.
Pass interference, number 21, defense. False place with the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Who got in on Young. First down for Carolina. Stutter step move by Dowdle. That hole closes up quickly, and he's dropped after a gain of 4.
J.C. Horn was telling us nobody's exempt. I've taken my fair share of licks in that meeting just like everybody else.
Young steps up in the pocket. He's got an outlet, and it's Coker. Oh, the hurdle! It looks pretty. It got him an extra yard, and it got him a first down. He went over Witherspoon. 8 yards.
Over one and then vulnerable to a hit by the second, but look at the elevation to go up.
Dowdle in the backfield. He gets the call. That Dowdle just never stops moving. They're going to whistle him down eventually.
Taco Thursday, Fish Fry Friday.
We're seeing a theme. 2nd and 5. Dowdle.
Yeah, he's done a great job with it. The players are clearly bought into it, and they like the way that they go about their business on a weekly basis.
3rd and 2. Dowdle.
He's short.
He is. They need a half yard.
Oh, they are going to go with it.
The surprise tush push with Mitchell Evans. Seattle believed they stopped it.
There with the first down, not first down situation.
2 timeouts remaining. Short pass is handled by Tommy Tremble. Some hope and spirit moving into 2025. They believe they were going in the right direction. Pop pass to Horn. And Horn could not get to the edge and turned it upfield.
Just getting stifled by this defense right now, which they've done to many teams throughout the season, obviously.
3rd and 2. Swing it to the outside. And Hubbard can't get any traction. No, Wosu was a blanket.
There it is.
Flag down. Floater. Oh. Off the hand of McMillan. He turned his head around.
Offense offside, number 17 was lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty's declined. Result of the play, first down, Seattle.
Yes, he's also a big fan of this city.
He's a huge fan.
He was effusive in his praise for Charlotte.
Walker, the handoff, and he gets dropped.
I think I might be able to write a better book on how not to coach the quarterback.
That was
position.
a good line. 2nd down and 7. Give it to Charbonnet. And there's not much there. He picks up 2 just across the 45. Darnold is 5 of 10 for 36 yards. Couldn't handle the snap initially, and then Darnold had it knocked out, and the ball pops free again.
What's going on?
Loose football as both teams are rolling towards it.
This may be a fumble. It may be an incomplete pass. I think it's another fumble, and then possibly another fumble after that.
So the call on the field is that Carolina has recovered it. Will all of this stand?
It's hard to tell in full speed like that if the arm was coming forward before the ball was released, but Sam Darnold sure is playing like that ball was fumbled, not a forward pass.
It felt incomplete. At least from this angle.
It did, but I will say his reaction certainly gives you pause on that. I think a slow motion shot of it. Here we go. It's almost like they read my mind. That is as tight as it gets in terms of is the hand coming forward or not.
It was Nick Scorton, the rookie out of Texas A&M, who was there to meet Darnold.
With the ball on the precipice of the red zone for the Carolina Panthers.
Out of the gun, they give it to Dowdle, who hits the sideline and is brought down, tripped up. That's 31st in the NFL. Shotgun here for Young. Rush is coming. Young gets out of it. The chase is on. Young gets rid of it, and nobody home. He threw it. Tight formation. Inside run for Hubbard. And he's devoured behind the line of scrimmage. 35-yard attempt for the rookie from Florida State, Ryan Fitzgerald. And he connects to tie the game at 3. Carolina kicks it off. Cam Akers is the return man. And Akers gets walloped across the 30-yard line. Charbonnet in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Darnold guns it underneath. Catch made by Charbonnet, dishing out some punishment, and Charbonnet with the extra effort to get the first down. A must-win situation. It should be, at least in the minds of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And right now they trail the Miami Dolphins. Shake and bake move by Walker, and he's brought down after the gain of 4. Sam Darnold leading the Seattle offense. It's a quick toss. Smith-njigba. Nice coverage by Horn after the catch. They're down and 2. Cup motion man. It's a running play to Charbonnet, and they push the pile for the first down. That's a 3.5-yard gain. From the gun, Darnold, he sends Charbonnet in motion. Darnold surveys. That ball popped up. Whoa! Off the ricochet! Carolina's got it!
Derek Brown. Should bring up the highlights.
Shotgun here for Darnold. A whirly-bird handoff to Walker. He dances to the 45.
In much of a hurry to try and go down and score a touchdown. It looks like more so possibly looking to get into field goal. Oh, my.
Walker was thinking about getting the first down and did not secure the football.
Let's see if he even secured it. I think there's...
It's 4th and 1, and they will push it.
There was at least something there to be looked at.
With 17 seconds left and 1 timeout remaining. Young steps up. He's got room to run and will. Young still going. And he gets clocked at the 49 by Witherspoon. 8 seconds remain.
On the sidelines, they've got guys on each sideline here to protect and make sure that this ball stays in bounds so that this is the final play of the half.
And that ball bounces. 3 seconds left. Oh, Young. It's incomplete and a fitting end as Rico Dowdle could not bring it in. DeAnthony Bell ranged over to make sure of it.
Run the ball mentality for both of these teams today.
And Seattle will get the ball to start this second half. Fitzgerald kicks it off. He rolls this one and didn't hit the landing zone, so flags fly.
Kick is short of the landing zone. By rule, the ball is placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
They're sticky. They're making it really challenging. Bryce is getting to his check downs and making plays, but we got to make a play here and there down the field.
Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Evan.
All right, Evan trying to get to the perimeter. Walker.
They're hoping to do that again today.
Darnold slings it. That catch is made by Barner for a first down. So they get the tight end involved to comment.
I think he did a great job. I think he did a great job taking anything out of the equation.
Darnold throws it to Charbonnet. In Carolina territory on a 2nd and 8 for Charbonnet. Oh, what a cut by Charbonnet! The acceleration, the stiff arm. Big gain inside the 20. Merrick.
This is just a zone play where you take it outside until you see a hole, and you've got Cup and Bobo, both receivers out here, blocking on the edge, doing a great job, and then a fantastic cut by Charbonnet to find the hole, extend the play, and continue down the field. But that is just beautiful run game execution all around by the
longest run of the day. Charbonnet, 29 yards. To set him up inside the 20. Fake the handoff. Darnold on the move. The sprint and throw. Incomplete. Smith-njigba by himself on one side. And now Cup joins him. Darnold looks that way. Darnold will throw it. Take a shot. End zone. Intercepted. Over the shoulder for the former Seahawk, Mike Jackson.
Jackson wasn't fooled by it. Let's see if he comes down with the football inbounds. 1 foot. Ooh, that's going to be tight. First, you have to wonder about possession. Does he have possession? Then second, check that second foot. Oh.
Feels like the toes are on the white.
It does.
We'll come back.
And that counts. 1 shin equals 2 feet.
And Carolina takes over. On a handoff to Hubbard. Tries to redirect, loses the football, and Seattle's got it! Seahawks are running with it! Lawrence takes it in for the touchdown! Ridiculous sequence!
Ball back at the spot of this fumble. Watch this punch from Lawrence right there, and then he jumps on it. You're going to see he's clearly contacted by.
After review, it is confirmed as a fumble and a recovery by Carolina. However, that recovering player is down by contact.
Obviously, he misspoke. He means Seattle recovered the football.
And it was Moten who touched Lawrence, who then got up and ran with it. So the turnover for Seattle stands. The advancement does not. The ball will be at the 21-yard line. Fake the handoff. Instead, they'll go to Walker. And Carolina will have none of it. Merrick in the backfield, a loss of 6.
Mike Jackson is the one who turns this play back. He reads it the whole way, flies up the field. He's gone in motion a few times out of this. He can also release.
2nd and 16. Darnold lets it fly, and it's on time to Smith-njigba. So they get back the yardage off the loss on first down. Charbonnet shifts to the other side. Darnold is going to step up. He's going to throw underneath. Catch by Barner. Barner brought down inside the 5. Terrific individual effort. He's a big target at 6'6", and he picks up 16 yards.
Barner's going to block as the yards after, where he breaks some tackles.
On again, Charbonnet cuts it inside, and he gets hit hard after the gain of 2. Oots in front of Charbonnet. Tight formation. Handed off. Charbonnet trying to plow. And he's held up after a gain of 1. Handed. Charbonnet. The power of Charbonnet to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Double teams all up front. It's just pure power on.
And it's a 10-3 lead for the Seahawks over the Panthers. Seattle's already clinched a playoff spot. They've won 5 in a row. They're number 1 in the NFC. A win would move them a step closer to getting the top seed. Return man Hubbard, and he is dropped.
To finally take the lead in this game and break the field goal deadlock.
Dowdle. The acceleration
on that Panthers O-line.
Carolina has not won back-to-back games since week 6 and 7 when they beat Dallas and the Jets. Deep drop, Young out of the pocket, short throw, incomplete. 73 yards of offense for Carolina today. This is a 3rd and 3. Drives it downfield, intercepted! The pick made by Love, and Julian Love running down the sideline. And the ball was rolling at the end of the play. Safety's body.
Love is covering the flat initially and then drops back and steps directly into the path of this ball. Just a fantastic defensive back play to go from his initial responsibility to an interception.
And as he landed, the ball did pop free. The intended target was McMillan. First down for Seattle. Pitch it to Walker. Walker tried to drive it through that hole. Instead, he is. Motion man is covered. Charbonnet, stutter step move. Single setback Charbonnet. They need 2 yards. Charbonnet is going to get it. First down. Picks up 3.
Finding success.
Go with a traditional fullback running back look, and Darnold's going to throw it. Hits his open man. It's Barner cutting it for the touchdown. The Seattle offense has come alive, but it's the defense that has set them up. Seahawks add to their lead.
Barner's wide open in the flat, and then he gets a little block from Cooper Kupp to escort him into the end zone. That's 2 short fields, 2 touchdowns for the Seahawks here in the second half. Backbreakers.
And Myers knocks that one through to kickoff from Myers. This ball bounces at the 16. It's handled by Etienne. Etienne tried to loop it, and he angles out of bounds at the 30. First down for Carolina at the 31. Fake the handoff. Young flips it underneath to Evans, the tight end.
And they're all seeing it through the same lens.
Yeah, just to put it in some perspective here, the longest pass of the day is 8 yards for Carolina.
I've simplified it over the years. It doesn't always have to be these crazy exotic schemes. Sometimes it's just about simplifying it and letting the players go make plays.
3rd and 1, the pass handled by Tremaine from the 39. Rushes on. Young gets out of it. Can he get there? Yes, he can for a first down. So line of scrimmage is now the 48 of Carolina. Fake the handoff. Young on the move. It's a tuck and run for Young, and he picks up just a yard. Bryce Young, 21 yards through the air. Young gets rid of it at the last moment. Catch made by Darnold, and he gets hit immediately. Forward progress will get him 2 yards.
Certainly not having the impact Carolina fans are used to seeing.
Carolina 0 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Little swing pass. Hubbard catches it. Hubbard works his way through traffic, and he's got a first down. The cut by Darnold. Rico Dowdle over 1,000 yards entering action. Back-to-back years, did it with the Cowboys last year. He picks up 8. Came in 70 yards away from triggering a $1 million bonus.
He can get 9 yards.
We're down to 10 seconds left in the 3rd. Catch made by Coker. And fights for extra yards to the 20. Trying to make the playoffs for the first time since 2017. They trail Seattle 17-3 to open up this 4th quarter. Young holds the ball and throws it underneath. It's good enough for a first down. Motion man Horn. He'll look that way. Horn with the catch, walks the tightrope, and forced out of bounds. Pistol formation here for Carolina. Fake the handoff. Young is going to run it himself and take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Bryce Young is used to late game heroics. The question today, whether or not the Panthers can put themselves in that situation.
When they're taking away everything down the big touchdown there for the Panthers offense.
And it caps off a 13-play, 69-yard drive. Fitzgerald tacks on the extra point. Got a regulation-size ice rink in there for you. JJ, if you want to stay the night.
I would love to. Brought my skates.
We can arrange that. After the score by Carolina, return man is Cam Akers filling in for Shaheed. And Akers is...
Imagine the pop when they do show it, if Carolina is able to get in the lead at some point here.
Darnold with the swing pass to Walker. They trail Seattle by 7. 12:57 to go in the 4th. It's a toss to Walker. Walker with the cut. And he lunges.
Great atmosphere.
Darnold hooks a pass. It was low. Adjustment made by Cooper Kupp. First catch of the day. Pitch it. Zigzag move by Walker. Just 3 losses this season for Seattle. The San Francisco, Tampa Bay, and the Rams. Rotting a 5-game winning streak. Darnold. Oh, he ran backwards and back into the pressure. Sacked by Wadham.
The left tackle, Josh Jones, is going to try and give help to his guard at the beginning of this play. He's going to try and give some help, and that doesn't allow.
Dime package. The quick hitter to Smith-njigba.
Face mask.
Flags down.
Personal foul, face mask, number 8, defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic. First down.
After the penalty. Go back to the bread and butter, the run game, Charbonnet. And he slices for 4.
That guy's yawning.
I mean, he might need a nap. Give it to Charbonnet. Stuck his helmet down and gets corralled after a 2-yard pickup by Derek Brown. Also getting close to field goal range here for Seattle to try to make this a 2-score game. They crowd the line. Darnold lets it fly, makes the connection with Smith-njigba. They convert inside the 30. Good for 11 yards. Line it up at the 30. Single setback, Walker. Fake the handoff, bootleg for Darnold. Looking downfield, Darnold perfectly placed Smith-njigba. Another first down, and that was a fastball from Darnold for 17 yards.
This is JSN on J.C. Horn. They start on the left side of the field, come all the way.
Handoff, Walker. He dances to the 10 for a 2-yard pickup.
When we asked him, where's your favorite place to line up? He said, I like outside on the numbers on the left in a 3-by-1.
Darnold off the hands of Kupp. Incomplete. Seattle has answered the long drive from Carolina with a long drive of their own. 13 plays. Darnold out of the pocket. Darnold on the move. And he gets to the sideline. Are they just trying to draw him off sides? Yes.
Yep.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Trying to add to the lead. Placement, kick. It's good. Kickoff from Myers. Inside the 5, ETN for Carolina. He slowed down and then stood up at the 27-yard line. That penalty, the face mask. And right now Carolina is working with 5 minutes and 26 seconds after the long drive by Seattle chewed up 8 minutes of clock. Hubbard is brought down at the 34.
Use a little draw to get the drive started, but it's going to have to go through the air.
Young brought down at the 32 by Maffei. It's a loss of 2.
It's a great job by Maffei of retracing his steps. He gets up to the level of the quarterback, and then you're taught to come back.
They have played without Derek Hall today, suspended 1 game for stepping on Kevin Dotson of the Los Angeles Rams last week. Young on 3rd and 6. And Young is sacked again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence gets home. Loss of 11.
This is just a beautiful win on hand.
Shotgun snap. Young steps up. It's a short pass handled by McMillan, but cannot create after the catch. Carolina hands it over on downs. Zach Charbonnet. He'll get the call. Charbonnet runs it inside to the 21. Potential huge matchup there, depending upon the machinations in the NFC. Charbonnet. He is relentless in his running style. Timeout called. He takes it to the edge of the 5.
It's 158 rushing yards on the day. Takes Charbonnet round, which would be round 1 of the playoffs.
1st and goal, Seahawks. Hand it to Charbonnet. He gets stopped after a gain of 3. It's a handoff. Charbonnet. The hole closes up, and he's held for no gain on the play. A win, and they'll tie a franchise record with 13 regular season victories. Did that in 05 and 13. Handoff. Charbonnet rips through for the touchdown. Huge day for Zach Charbonnet.
110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just a massive day for Charbonnet.
complete takeover in the second half, fueled by their defense, but then the offense coming through when needed, mostly on the ground. Jason Myers doing the honors. ETN will get drilled at the 13-yard line. Final 2:26, 27-10. Seahawks on the ground for Darnold.
You wanted a tight shot on that? I don't know if we needed to zoom out to the Speedo.
Seahawks just took over in the second half. The defense really set the tone. Panthers haven't been to the playoffs since 2017, haven't won the division since 2015. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will remain in that #1 seed slot. This is now a true victory formation because it's a victory for the Seahawks. Seattle comes into Carolina. That's another win. Miami gets the win, 20-17 over Tampa Bay. So it'll be Panthers, Buccaneers for the division title next week, and Seattle will be going to San Francisco